Hello and welcome to another construction update here on Theme Park Worldwide, where in this video I'm going to be taking you on a perimeter walk around the construction site of Krønasår and also Rulantica, the new hotel and water park complex opening here at Europa Park. It certainly is very exciting. Now, Krønasår is the hotel what's going to be opening in 2019, and then Rulantica is the water park that's expected either in the winter of 2019 or early 2020. And as you can see just behind me, as of December 2018, construction is really progressing at a rapid rate. Now, like I say, in this video, I'm going to be taking a perimeter walk all the way around this site, thanks to these new paths what have been put in. They've really thought about the local area. I mean, I've already seen people cycling and walking the dogs on these new paths, and I believe that extend all the way around the entire site. So we're going to get to see some great stuff here, some good zoomed in shots at the hotel and all the work that's going on with that. Also, I think we'll be able to see the bridge that connects the hotel to the water park, and of course the water park itself. We'll get to see all the roof structure going in there, which looks great. I did get a bit of a preview the other day when I arrived at Europa Park, coming in on the road on the bus. You got to see a little bit of it, but it was at night, so can't wait to see it all in person. And already looking here at the front of it, it looks amazing, doesn't it? The sheer size of it looks incredible. Also, from what I know, we've got the big archway which we can walk right up to, what currently says Rulantica, and it's got all water falling from it, so we'll have a look at that. And also all the different parts for the water slides are all out on the field over there as well. So yeah, there's so much to see. Now, if you've not already seen it, make sure you check out the video where I look at the model for this entire project and all the concept art over inside Europa Park itself. Now, talking of Europa Park, where is this located? Now, if I turn the camera around just here, you get a good view, because the actual town of Rust is all over there, just behind those trees. You can see all the different shops and mainly hotels and residential properties that make up the town of Rust. Now, Europa Park itself is on the other side of that town. In fact, you can just make out Eurosat and Eurotower just down there to give you a bit of an idea of where it is. So yeah, in terms of how they're going to get people here, I assume they're going to be running buses to the theme park and to the other hotels on the resort. There's a look at Silver Star from over here as well, so already gives you a good idea of where we are. But in the long term, it wouldn't surprise me, like I say, if we see either a cable car or a monorail or something over to here. But yes, let's start off then with looking at Krønasår from the front just here. And I must say already, they've really thought about the landscape in here. They've planted so many trees, there's lots of rocks and stuff around. Let's have a zoom in just here on the hotel itself. So like I say, we're going to get lots of different angles of this as we continue walking round. But it's clear that the Mack family have got a huge vision for the future of Europa Park. It really is exciting. And wow, look at the size of it. That's the first thing to note from this, just how big it actually is. And you can see there, you've already got a couple of the flags on the top as well. They look quite cool. It's great how close we're going to be able to get to it as well. It looks like some of these paths lead really close to the construction, or at least a little bit so I can zoom in. Look at the lovely colours there. It looks great, doesn't it? Looks like the scaffolding's round at the other side, so that's all down, so we'll be able to see that a little bit better. And of course there's Rulantica itself just there, but again we're going to get some much better views from what I can see on the paths as we make our way round. So let's continue and walk around a little bit further. So from here we can get a glimpse of the bridge that will actually connect Krønasår with Rulantica. If I zoom in down here, you can just make out the support structure in the middle. As we get a little bit closer, the steel beams running across there for the bridge itself. So there's where it will connect to Krønasår on the left hand side. If I pan over to the right a bit, that's obviously where it's going to connect into Rulantica. Here's a bit of an overview of the project from closest to the road. We can see here from zooming in, we'll start off with Krønasår, how bright them buildings just are there for the hotel. Like when we saw the model, I knew they were going to be bright, but look at that, the colours on those. Looks amazing, doesn't it? The main area there of Krønasår in the middle. Like I say, with the flags on top. The scale of this hotel and the entire project really is inspiring. And across to the right, we can see the roofing structure going in there for Rulantica. Seems to have progressed a lot more on this side at the moment. I mean, that looks nearly ready for glass panels to be putting down the side. Oh, we can see more stuff being lifted up there. Concrete most likely, is it? Fascinating. Let's carry on walking around. I must say, you can really feel the whole of this area coming together now, and the fact that this path has all been put in all the way round is brilliant. I've already walked past a couple of people who've just been enjoying the walking really, and gone down walking the dog. There's also been a couple of cyclists come past. Yeah, it's really nice along here, and it's great to see that Europa Park have thought about that with the design process. It's not just been about building the hotel and the water park, it's a massive infrastructure project, and yeah, it looks great. This is a fantastic view here of Rulantica. Look at that, the size of it is incredible. And this massive roof structure, what they're currently installing, and wow, it's going to be amazing. From here you also get a bit of an idea of how far it is from the actual theme park and other resort hotels. If I zoom in over that way, you can see Colosseo, Balrock just there, Alcazar. And obviously in the background you can see the Ferris wheel, Atlantica Super Splash. So yeah, like that just shows the distance between the rest of the resorts and here. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it's all connected. Like I say, I'd expect there to be a bus service that'll connect it all first. But in the long term, it wouldn't surprise me if we maybe saw a monorail or even a cable car. It seems like they want to build cable cars, so it'd be interesting to see if it extended out here to Krønasår and Rulantica. Wow. Looks great, doesn't it? That is like one massive water slide jigsaw puzzle. Look at all them individual pieces. Wow. We'll see a lot more of that in just a moment when we walk a little bit further around. But that's crazy, isn't it? Just off to the left of those, we can see what I assume are the site offices just there. And just to the left of that, there's a boat there underneath some tarpaulin. So I assume that's either theming for Rulantica or Krønasår. But yeah, really interesting. Let's carry on walking around this way. Here's a look then at the other side of the back of the hotel. You can see just there more of them coloured Scandinavian buildings. The scale of this hotel, honestly, the more I'm seeing of it, like the more I'm thinking just how huge it is. It's going to be the most impressive hotel Europa Park have ever built, and one of the most impressive theme park hotels in the world. Like, the other hotels are gorgeous. But the scale of this and the fact that you're going to have this huge water park connecting to it, honestly, this project is so exciting for the whole of Europe. It really is. Wow. Here's a bit of a slow pan across all these water slide parts, just so you can see them. Just shows how many different slides and attractions there's going to be inside Rulantica. Crazy, isn't it? Another overview there of the entire project. So here I am then at the main Rulantica sign. Look at how impressive that is just there. The waterfall's going, it looks great, and that's some of the best marketing what they can ever do for this, because you've got the road just here leading down to Europa Park. All the cars that are coming down towards the park are going to see that, and yeah, amazing advertising for them, and it looks really incredible, doesn't it? Now, this was actually one of the first things that was put up during the construction. Like I say, it's some of the best marketing what Europa Park can do for this, because how impressive is that? It looks stunning, and it lights up at night and everything. And obviously not all the cars come to Europa Park this way, but a lot of them do, so they get to see that. Yeah, amazing, isn't it? And we can see the construction there right through the middle as well. It's like a photo frame, isn't it, for Krønasår and Rulantica. Wow, it looks stunning, really impressed with that. Let's carry on walking around this way and get a closer look at some of these water slides. Still can't believe just how many tubes there are. It's crazy, isn't it? And from looking at some of the different colours and matching that with the concept art, you can get a good idea for which themed areas inside Rulantica some of these slides are going to be for. But yeah, it's an amazing infrastructure project, isn't it? All the roads and stuff that have been added and changed, and paths. Like I say, it's crazy, it really is. And you can see here this bridge built in 2016. It's got the little marker on there. And we're passing underneath the road just here now and continue our circle tour round to the left-hand side. So here's a look at Rulantica from around the other side that we've not yet seen. If I zoom in here, you can see a little bit inside, but not as much as we could from around the front. Also, the roof structure continues construction there. You can see it underneath the tarpaulin. And also some of the walls and buildings that are going to be going around on this side also going into place. So move over to Krønasår, you can see a much clearer view actually of the bridge just there, what connects the water park with the hotel. Another look at them really nice Scandinavian buildings, and then the main hotel itself all across there together. So I mean, them Scandinavian buildings that form part of Krønasår are huge, but then when you look at the main tower just next to it and the other building just there, it's amazing, isn't it? Obviously it's all connected together, but the size of the different buildings, it's fantastic. Really impressed with the size of this project. Like I say, this is the first time that I've come over to see this, and it's a spectacular. And there's a look at the family restaurant that's been built just on the side there as well. Again, that's a big structure, isn't it? Huge. And that looks like it's progressed a lot, actually. A lot of little details on there. Right, let's carry on walking up this way towards Rust and back where we started. So I've only moved up about 30 metres, but I thought I'm going to have to show you this angle as well, because you can see a bit more of the facade work taking place there on what is going to be the front entrance to the water park. You can just make out there some of the details and stuff going in. And the size of that's fantastic. Can't wait to walk around here. It looks like we're going to have a really nice atmosphere around here, because there's going to be like a little lake. And that's what the bridge is sort of passing over there. Lots of walkways. It looks like there's going to be some cafes and stuff down there, shop. There's some boats and stuff out on the lake, so that looks quite interesting. And also a fountain show. Europa Park, they love their fountain shows. We're going to expect another one of those on that lake as well. So I've pretty much completed a full circle tour around the construction sites, and I must say the path has been fantastic all the way round. It's going to make a brilliant cycle path, and just to walk round, well, it already is, but I'm sure it'll become even more popular when all of this opens. Now the sun is shining our way, so it might be a bit difficult to get some of these shots that I want here, but I'll zoom in and try my best for you to get these. But yeah, that's the back of the family restaurant down at that area, and of course we can see the facade up really close here for Krønasår. Wow. God, I don't know how many times I said wow in this video, but it's a lot. Just the size of it. And I mean, you look at the people working there on that scaffolding. Gives you a good idea, doesn't it, how tall a person is. And then I zoom out and you see the structure. Like, you imagine being a kid and turning up at this hotel and thinking, oh my God, like, mum and dad have brought me to stay in this massive hotel. Like, it just looks stunning, and the fact that it's heavily themed, honestly, can't wait for this, and I will be staying here at some point in 2019, definitely. Another view there of them wonderful colours. I really do like all the colours and stuff going on. Looks great, doesn't it, and fits the theme so well, this Scandinavia sort of boatyard style feel to it, and it really does work. I was quite concerned at first about the location with all the power lines and stuff. I must talk about it, because I just thought, oh, all these power lines and stuff, is it going to take away from it? But now I've walked around and seen the positioning of where it is, I don't think it does at all, actually. And the views from this are going to be stunning over to Europa Park. I mean, when I was walking around the back of some of the paths there, you got some great views over to the park anyway, but when you're raised up there, it's going to be great. And yeah, you can just make out Silver Star, Eurosat Can coaster just over there. I mean, you can see them from ground level. When you're inside the hotel, you're going to get some stunning views. So that wraps up my construction update from December 2018 of Krønasår and Rulantica here at Europa Park. It really is a fantastic project, and the overall scale of this is inspiring. It really is, and the Mack family have got a clear vision of keeping Europa Park fresh, evolving the product. Honestly, I can't wait for this. It's very exciting for anyone who lives in Rust because of all the new cycle paths and everything around. It looks great, and it's just opened up this area so much for walks around, people who want to walk the dogs and bike rides, and honestly, it's so nice that they've thought about the community as well building this, and they've got to, because when you think that the rest of Europa Park is all over that side of the village, then you've got the village of Rust and then Rulantica and Krønasår over on this side. So as they keep expanding it feels like the village will sort of be at the heart of it all, which is great for the hotels, apartments and restaurants. Other local businesses are going to benefit a lot from this expansion, and the scale of it, honestly, after looking in the preview centre and seeing like all the model and everything, check out that video, by the way, if you've not seen it, and coming over here and actually seeing it in person, honestly, the scale of it, and yeah, I'm so impressed with it. And yeah, I can't wait to see what the future is for Europa Park. Like I say, it's clear that the Mack family know what they're doing. They've got this clear vision of the future and expansion, and I can't wait to see this resort evolve even more. Thank you very much for watching another video here on Theme Park Worldwide. Stay tuned for even more, and of course in 2019, where we'll step inside Krønasår and go and discover the beautiful new hotel resorts here at Europa Park. Thank you very much for watching, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you soon.